214CE in Grambling, Louisiana. We have Benedetto in the Red River Radio studios with us tonight, and you can see this performance on our live stream. Just go to youtube.com and type in Red River Radio, and it will pop up there. How are you guys feeling today?
We're feeling good. How are you doing back there?
Yeah, I'm well, and we're in our spring pledge drive. So while Benedetto gives us some great tunes for the next 2 hours, make a consideration of making a donation of support. 1-800-552-8502. Guys, what's first for us?
Well, funny you should ask. This first track is called "My Blood Like This River Runs Red."
Okay.
For another, you put me in the ground. Leave room for my lover, someone to put my arms around. 'Cause I've been fighting these demons, Lord, close but not yet dead. Know that we're barely breathing. My blood like this river runs red. Bury me under live oak, a magnolia or a pine. Don't put me in no coffin. Let my body bring to life. 'Cause we're all fighting these demons, Lord, close but not yet dead. Know that we all barely breathing. My blood like this river runs red. Runs red. Runs red. When I'm cold and rotten, don't shed a tear from. No, I'm not worried about being forgotten. So get up and go pave the town. 'Cause we're all fighting these demons, Lord, close but not yet dead. Know the way barely breathing. My blood like this river runs red. Come on, Shreveport, Mosier, whole architects.
Benedetto in the Red River Radio Studios with us tonight, and we're having a lot of fun. We're in our spring pledge drive, so call in with a call of support 1-800-552-8502, and we have Anthony Benedetto singing vocals and on guitar. We have Eric Gardner on the upright bass and electric 5-string bass. We have Philip Cruz on the guitar, the lead guitar. We have Jonathan Belair on the drums, and Michael Miller on the brush and the harmonies. So, we're here. We're trying to raise some money to keep Red River Radio on air, keep public radio in our community, and we can only do that with your support. 1-800-552-8502. So, Anthony, I know you guys played on our last fall drive, but for our new listeners, could you tell us about how Benedetto came together as a band and what inspired your unique sound?
Well, pardon me. I had the pleasure of working at Bears on Fairfield and learning from a lot of the local groups, and getting to ask questions and tinkering on the piano they had in the back. And I also have the pleasure of having some friends that are very much dedicated musicians as well. So it just kind of manifested on its own.
Yeah, and I'm more than likely going to ask everybody a question every song or so. So let's see, Eric, you're known for bridging classical and non-classical music worlds. So how does that influence your approach to playing bass in Benedetto?
Well, it's worked out pretty well because Anthony really likes to play around with different motifs and different approach music in a way that a lot of original musicians that I've played with in the past don't. He gets a little bit more classical with it. So my training definitely comes in handy in this band. Gives me a little bit of an edge to add something that other players might not too, and get to play upright and electric, so it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I heard you practicing earlier during the sound check, and heard some cool sounds coming out of your bass. And if you want to see this bass, it's a regular upright bass, not a bass guitar, but Eric's going to be playing that tonight, and we're going to have some cool sounds. Philip, your guitar work adds a lot of texture to Benedetto's music. Can you share how you developed your signature sound and what inspires your creative process? Oh, I don't think we can hear you back there. Well, let's see. Let's go to Michael. Let's see. I'll ask you your question. For our radio listeners.
Hello.
There we go. Everybody's back live.
I explore the sounds that I find interesting, and I find instruments to be curious. I like the idiosyncratic nature of the instruments and kind of getting the sounds that really that they can do, and I like to explore those kinds of things, especially with pedals and guitars and synths and that sort of thing.
Okay. Again, we have Benedetto in the Red River Radio Studios tonight, and they're here playing live music until 10 p.m. tonight. So call in if you love the music that they're playing. If it sounds good, let them know, and let's read your name on air and let us know what you love about Red River Radio. 1-800-552-8502. What's next, guys?
Up next is our track, I Want to Give You My Love.
Okay.
as I fall, like some cobblestone in Montreal. You know, this heart got weathered and gray, so it'd be too much if I asked you to stay. Wanna give you my love, and I hope it's enough. I wanna give you my love, oh, and I hope it's enough for once. Run, tell 'em. Don't you know, it's really been a while, really been a minute since it hurt to smile. So I'll pray my roommate don't mind the laughter. In the morning we'll head on down to our diner. Wanna give you my love, I hope it's enough. I wanna give you my love, oh, oh, I really hope it's enough. Oh, tell him about it, Eric. Here we are at it again. Would you like to dance again, my old friend? The king of the court, the fairy queen. Yeah, play these strings, but do you feel what I mean? I wanna give right here, fellas.
Benedetto in the Red River Radio studios with us tonight, playing music from 8 to 10 p.m. We're in our Spring Pledge Drive, and we want to hear from you, so call in 1-800-552-8502. And when you make your contribution of support, you get some cool premiums, like for a $100 premium. If you're on the Red River Radio live stream, you can see I have on a Red River Radio hat, and that's available for a $100 contribution, as well as our Perfect English Grammar book by Grant Barrett, and he's the host of Away with Words here on Saturday at 9 a.m. So we also have, for a $100 contribution, the whiskey glass as well. And those are also available for $8 if you don't want to pay the $100 full out. And you can also get 2 pairs of tickets to the Pure Prairie League. And that's a concert this Friday, March 22nd at 7:30 p.m. in Memorial Hall in downtown Marshall, Texas. So all of those cool incentives you get when you make a contribution of support. Right now we're at $41,886, and I know that we can get to $42,000, but we can only do that with your support. 1-800-552-8502. Guys, what's the next song you have for us?
This one's called Folly.
Okay.
Give your breath some discipline, go on. Take a look from the outside. You've been ignoring all your lessons from the landslide. From the landslide, yeah. It's gotta feel like having 2 eyes closed on the inside. So dig on deep, deep. Buckle up for the big fight. The big fight, yeah. Go take your folly, go take your pride, and sing my love. Go take your folly, go take your pride, and sing like me. 'Cause it goes like this: the town's big fish, the right size dish to feed the rich eater. Best we can do is wish, is be that fish to feed the rich, my love. But soon they'll learn to change their tone. Rob your lips from strategy. So take those follies on and proud and sing, sing, Sing like Eric Gardner on the bass. Come on, man. Bind my boat with key, tie up my voice with some string. I'll sing you a song of love, whatever I'm thinking of my tone. So who are you to change that tone? Rob their lips from strategy. The oceans are rising, the mountains are falling, and your kingdom's in some distress. Be careful, my lord, you just might go and lose your old princess. Your princess. Go take your folly, take your pride and sing my love. Don't take your folly, don't take your pride and sing like me. Sing like me.
Benedetto in the Red River Radio Studios with us tonight, and we're in our Spring Pledge Drive, reaching almost $42,000. We can do that with your help. Call in 1-800-552-8502. And we have Michael Miller in the Red River Radio Studios on the brushes. And you may think the brushes may be a form of a drum brush, but no, when we say he's on the brushes, I mean paint brush. He's painting right now live, and last fall he did a painting in the back, and now he's in the front. So if you're watching the Red River Radio stream, if you aren't, then you should be. Go to youtube.com and search Red River Radio, and you'll see the whole crew. They're in yellow, red, and I can't see all the way back there. I believe that's blue that Jonathan has on. Yes. And Eric has on green, and it's like a real rainbow of color. Then we have Mr. Benedetto in black. But, yeah, so Michael, your role as a live painter and co-songwriter adds a unique element to Benedetto's performances. Can you share how visual art influences your music and vice versa?
Hello. Yes, I can. We have had me, that being the group, have had a great time making this music, and I've gotten the fortune of having some additions to some of these songs here and there. I love making songs. Sometimes we'll play some of mine even, which is fun. And then how I ended up amongst these folk is just my love of art and this kind of, I don't see really much boundary between visual arts, musical arts, or any of these. It's all these different forms of self-expression.
Yeah. Did Jonathan step away? Or you're coming up to the mic? Perfect. So, Jonathan, as the drummer and producer, how do you balance your roles in the band, and what challenges do you face in capturing Benedetto's sounds and recordings?
Honestly, I think the biggest challenges is learning how to do everything properly.
Yeah.
And knowing that there is actually no proper way to do things. And I think that's just a lesson that you learn from having experience, and never think that you know everything, because there's always plenty more to learn.
Yeah, okay. Anthony, you mentioned that some of your songs have personal stories behind them.
That's right.
Could you share the inspiration behind one of your favorite tracks?
Well, without getting into specifics, there were some things going on back during 2020 that I wasn't a big fan of, and I realized art is just a breath away from propaganda anyways, so if I'm going to write a song about something I'm not happy about, I should do it on the nose, and that song specifically is, I guess, my way to counter cognitive dissonance that some people might have to deal with, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But putting purpose to it without it being an obvious purpose was a good way for me to feel okay with that kind of message in the beginning. So Folly is definitely one for that.
Okay. Again, we have Benedetto in the Red River Radio Studios with us tonight until 10 o'clock, playing live music here for our Spring Pledge Drive. And that's just one of the many unique things about public radio. You know, we have the ability to bring in these local bands for you. So if you love the music, then make a contribution of support. Call in 1-800-552-8502 or redriverradio.org, or download our app, Red River Radio, and make a contribution of support there. Guys, what's next?
This one's one Michael helped me write. It's called, well, he started writing it, actually. It's called Lonely Child.
Okay.
Eyes wide in the wild, eyes wide in the wild, now you're lost. Roam back home, still you're alone in yourself. Now darkness fell into your ill, you must go. But turn around, go up, not down, go up, not down on yourself. Just wonder
wonder, hope that I knew. I just wonder and wonder, hope that I knew.
Well, I guess that's how the stuff goes. Don't look out that rear window, 'cause optics in the mirror always appear too close. So use that window, not the mirror, 'cause besides the point, I don't like puzzles. I don't like puzzles no more. Besides the point, I don't like puzzles. I don't like puzzles no more. So I wonder, hope that I knew. I just wonder and wonder, hope that I knew. Lonely child, eyes wide in the wild, eyes wide in the wild, now lost. Oh, go back home, still you're alone in yourself. The darkness fell into your hell, you must go. Oh, but turn around, go up, not down on yourself. I just wonder and wonder, hope that I knew. I just wonder and wonder, hope that I knew. Yeah. Road the days and nights, been a little bit out my mind, been a little bit out my mind, now you know. Oh, such a terrible fright, couldn't even put up a fight, couldn't even put up a fight with myself. Oh, it's tough to win when you've been fighting yourself again, fighting yourself again, now you know. So now slow down, long road ahead. I just wonder and wonder, hope that I knew. I just wonder, hope that I knew. Eyes wide in the wild, eyes wide in the wild, now you're lost. Roam back home, still you're alone in yourself. Darkness fell into your hell, you must go. Oh, but turn around, go up, not down, on yourself. So I wonder and wonder, hope that I knew. I just wonder and hope for that. New.
Benedetto in the Red River Radio Studios with us. We are in our spring pledge drive, so call in, make a contribution of support, 1-800-552-8502. And Red River Radio would like to thank a friend of the community, a friend of Benedetto's, Robert Trudeau from Shreveport, Louisiana. Thanks so much for making a contribution of support and listening to Red River Radio and listening to Benedetto tonight as they play us some cool tunes. And when you make a contribution of support, you get into all of our drawings that we have here. Like tomorrow, we have a drawing for The Rest of Your Life latex mattress bundle from Mattress Plus, and that'll be at 7 p.m. And that's a Mattress Plus exclusive. It'll come with one latex mattress with 2 latex pillows. And then Friday, at the end of the drive, we have our grand finale drawing from Expedia Cruises, and that is a 6 to 8 night cruise featuring a balcony level accommodations, and it's with Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines, and you get to go anywhere their itineraries sail. And if you are a new member listener, you get a $200 stipend to spend on the boat. But let's say you don't like cruises, you don't like water, you can trade it in for a certificate to a land tour. And the certificate price ranges to $3,400. But if you are a new donor, then it'll be bumped up to $3,600. And you can use that for any land tour or resort that you like. So those are just 2 of our drawings. So we have many other incentives when you make a contribution of support, like Michael drawing or painting or doing his thing with his brushes in the studio. His painting will be available for a $500 contribution, and that's in real time. He's painting this in real time right now, so you get to take a piece of Benedetto home with you and many other things. Guys, what's next on the playlist for us?
We got another Michael Herman Miller original with
All right.
Catacombs.
Okay.
I've been running through a catacomb, looking for a sign of light. But every time I go down deeper, darker I become, accustomed to. These days they come as they go away. The people I love and the people I know today. Grateful, thankful, blessed be, created me. Grateful, thankful, blessed be, blessed be. Running through a catacomb, looking for a sign of light. But every time I go down deeper, darker I become, accustomed to. Now you're too bright for my eyes. Yeah, you're too damn bright for my eyes. Yeah, you're too damn bright for my eyes.
Wow. I'm clapping because that was so great. Benedetto in the Red River Radio Studios with us tonight. And, I want to go in and explain these paintings that Michael does. So we have the painting from the last drive that he did, and that's available for a $500 contribution. But he also he paints the band while they are performing in the studio. So I think that'd be a cool collection item to have. One Michael Miller original from every pledge drive. So that's really a cool incentive for a donation. 1-800-552-8502, or go online, redriverradio.org, or our app at Red River Radio. Eric, are you available for a question? I see you setting up. I can always come back. Oh, he doesn't even have headphones on. He can't hear me. How about this? Philip. Yeah, I'm curious about your electric 12-string. What drew you to that instrument, and how does it contribute to Benedetto's sound? Oh, we're still back. Okay.
I have to walk over to Michael's mic. Again, coming down to liking novel timbres and fun instruments. That one came to me by way of Buddy Flitt, and it just it was mystical to me. I've always, and not playing one tonight, but I've always played Stratocasters my whole life. They've always been my guitar of choice, and to see a 12-string version of a Stratocaster was mind blowing.
Yeah.
And it's very nice to have, so I like to play it.
Speaking of Stratocasters, we have for a $5,000 donation a Kenny Wayne Shepherd VIP Fender Stratocaster guitar. So if you're a guitar fanatic and you want a special piece of Shreveport memorabilia, make that contribution of support. 1-800-552-8502. Jonathan, can you hear me? Yeah, cool. So as you come up, you can think about this question. As a producer, how do you approach recording sessions with Benedetto, and what advice do you have for aspiring musicians in terms of accessibility to recording resources?
So I think one thing that I struggled with was how to start a session, how to start a song. Where do we record first? Is it the drums, guitar, vocals? And also recording to a click is hard. What I've learned, one little tip I think I would give to everyone listening would be if you can find a drum loop, it might not be the final loop that you use, but you can use that as your click track.
Or like a bass pulse.
Like what?
Or like a bass pulse.
Or bass pulse.
Bass drum.
Yeah, and anything that gives you more of a feel of it than just a tempo. You want to feel the pocket, not just and because what you're doing is you're trying to get the best performance out of everyone that's recording, and if you can't really get the best performance to just a metronome. So it helps to have some kind of feel to the rhythm.
Okay, yeah. And Eric, what drew you to Anthony's music, and how does it feel to be an integral part of the Benedetto lineup?
Well, Anthony chased me for a while. I finally got tired and gave up. Gave in. True story. No, it was really, besides the music, which is interesting and fun to play, it's everybody always says the camaraderie, but the feeling, it's a very open group and very talented group of people. I mean, I played with lots of really great musicians, but this particular group is just stellar. I'm kind of in awe and trying to play it cool most of the time. So it was a place where I could feel free to be me and to create, and also, if anything, feel like I need to step up and do better. So it's always good to be challenged.
Benedetto in the Red River Radio Studios today, and they're going to be here with us until 10 p.m., giving you some great funky jams. So let's hear more of those. What do you guys have next for us?
Pretty great funky jam, actually. It's called Miasma.
Okay.
even though you'd wanna know, well, you wouldn't believe all the things you said that we had saw, well, you wouldn't conceive. So go on, look outside your door, help a friend in need, 'cause the air is thick with despair, blowing out of breathe is now the theme. I'm talking Harrisburg, talking my Harrisburg. Woo! Bring it back. Oh, there, little valley on the bayou. Oh, well, there, little valley on the bayou, on the bayou. I'm talking my oh, I'm talking my talking my down in the holy Harrisburg. Oh, I'm talking my Harrisburg. They say I don't care, just give me my money. Tell them about it, Phil. We had saw, well, you wouldn't conceive. Oh, so go on, look outside your door, help a friend in need. But the air was thick with incense, blowing out the breeze, and now the theme. I'm talking Harrisburg, talking my Harrisburg, talking my Harrisburg, talking my Harrisburg. Down in holy, holy. It's been a really, really long story.
My Asthma by Benedetto. Wow, you guys really rocked the house down with that one.
Oh yeah.
What was the inspiration behind that song?
Well, so it's another response to 2020. So there's been a malaise on the bayou, okay? And I don't want to get political here on the radio, but people weren't getting the message.
Yeah.
We were dealing with the landslide. And it takes a lot of people to clear a landslide.
Mm-hmm.
They can take out towns, it ain't just a couple rocks. So, in the bayou, we needed some help, we needed some love, and I saw that love, and that's where the vibe of that song comes from.
Okay.
I think last time I was on here, I talked about what a miasma is, and it's funny. It's kind of a pun because I do have asthma, but no, it's the Greek word, and it's not just illness that can sweep a city or the poli. It's also illness or a paradigm, an ill paradigm that can affect people's mindsets, and that's what that song's about.
Okay. And you are listening to Red River Radio. We're in our spring pledge drive here, so call in, make a contribution of support. 1-800-552-8502. We have some cool incentives when you do make that contribution of support. Michael, besides your musical endeavors, you're also involved in another creative project, or several, like Critical Mass and Cycles. Can you tell us more about those and how they complement your work with Benedetto?
Yes. Critical Mass is a yearly exhibition put on by Artspace and Shrack, and it's really great. Anyone in the community should look into doing that. The deadline is March 26th. Anyone can get in. And for last year, I won. It was just a juried thing, and I got to have this exhibition coming up that is called Cycles, which will coincide with Critical Mass this year, April 26th. And like I was saying earlier, like visual arts, music, cooking, dancing, all these things have so many overlaps, like a Venn diagram, and I think anything sort of self-expression helps complement the music.
Okay. Anthony, what's the significance of being recognized as the Audience Choice winner at Music Prize 2022, and how has it impacted Benedetto's journey?
Well, that Music Prize is not just a competition of your music. It's also, you're trying to get a business started, and we were the newcomers, and I didn't really have the business to be showing, but we had the hope and we had the ambition, and to get the Audience Choice to me was best case scenario. The people there liked what we played, and we're lucky to have their votes, and to get that kind of acknowledgement at an event like Prize Fest was a big deal to all of us. It was a lot of hard work and a lot of love that went into that 20-minute set. I would say the significance of it is we were a local band playing here, and there's a lot of not local bands, and it's nice to have the city show some love.
Yeah, I also like how the Prize Foundation is a part of the Red River Radio community too, and we can all work together to make our community better.
Exactly.
Yeah. Eric, could you share a memorable moment from performing live with Benedetto that stands out to you?
Well, winning the Audience Choice Award is definitely up there. You never think you're going to win, and to hear the name called, it's like, oh my gosh, because especially, like Anthony was saying, it's actually, all respect to the judges that do Music Prize, but to have audience, which consists of a lot of other bands from all over the country, vote for us was just very validating and great. The Revel was great. We had a blast, had a good amount of people show up. They're all having a good time, and it's always, the Revel's always a good thing to take a part in. And I don't know, every time is new. From playing on big stages like the Revel to playing at someone's wedding reception, can be, they like to get down after the weddings too. Yeah. So it's always fun, and it's always a little different. You never know exactly what's going to happen. So it's a good time no matter what.
Yeah. Benedetto in the Red River Radio studios with us tonight for our Spring Pledge Drive. We have local music on Red River Radio. You can find news, jazz, classical, and people like even the small things inside of our programming, like the Piano Puzzler, for example, that plays during performance today, I believe. So if you value the programming that Red River Radio has to offer and you don't want to see it leave within the next 5 or 10 years, then consider making a contribution of support, 1-800-552-8502. We're ready with whatever you have next, guys.
We got a nice little instrumental for y'all coming up.
Okay. Benedetto in the Red River Radio Studios with us tonight. And we are in our spring pledge drive. So come on, make a contribution of support, 1-800-552-8502. And we would like to thank Jean Neely from Longview, Texas. She loves having Red River Radio keeping her company when she's driving home. And that brings our grand total to $41,971. And we are so close to $42,000, and we can only do it with your support. So call in 1-800-552-8502 at 89.9 FM. This is KDAQ, Shreveport, Bossier City, 90.7 FM, KLSA, Alexandria, Pineville, 90.9 FM, KBSA, El Dorado, Camden, Magnolia, 88.9 FM, KLDN, Lufkin, Nacogdoches, and 100.7 FM, KTYK, Overton, Tyler, Kilgore. We also broadcast on Translator K214CE in Grambling, Louisiana. Philip, as a textural artist, how do you approach adding layers and depth to Benedetto songs during performances?
I suppose I like to do a lot of ambient music and looping and lots of that kind of fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, I have a pedal board with lots of effects. And you just kind of get to know over time, and you kind of know what you can get out of it. And so I sort of have, I guess, sparks of inspiration when I'm playing music with friends, and it just sort of comes to me. And yeah.
Jonathan, can you speak to the importance of providing accessible recording opportunities for artists, especially in the smaller music scenes like Shreveport?
Yeah, so, honestly, Anthony might be able to speak to this a little more because he uses a free program called Audacity still, even though I keep telling him not to. There's things you can try. So as far as like DAWs go, which stands for Digital Audio Workstation, which is what you use to record anything really, Audacity is a great place to start. If you want to get into the weeds a little bit more, you can use Reaper, which you can technically use for free for as long as you want, but it's kind of like the same thing as the WinRAR thing that would tell you to please pay us, but you can keep using it forever. So yeah, there are free tools out there, and also YouTube. I've learned so many things, how to do so many different things on YouTube. I'm mostly self-taught as far as music production goes, so the resources to learn are out there. You just have to look for it enough, and eventually the YouTube algorithm just keeps shoving those videos in your face, and you keep learning more.
Okay. Anthony, I saw you earlier. Would you like to say something?
Oh, no, Jonathan's right. And Eric literally sent me some literature on how to use Reaper just yesterday. So, yeah, I need to get on that. But I've always been a fan of freeware. Granted, if you are a Mac user, there's no reason to use freeware because their software is fantastic. I grew up on PC and grew up using school computers. And so freeware, to me, that worked, was my choice. But Audacity is missing a lot of functions and a lot of licenses that keeps you from recording professionally. However, when I record at my studio in the house, it's typically capturing live band. I would like to move into tracking things out individually and working on commercial work and stuff. So that's on my horizon.
Okay. Michael, earlier you gave us some insight on some of the things that you have going on, and your show Cycles does sound very interesting. So could you give us a sneak peek as to what audiences can expect when they come to the exhibit?
Absolutely. So a lot of what was interesting me at the time of getting the exhibition was, we look at paintings and visual arts a lot of the time on a screen nowadays, and I wanted to make a painting that required more than the screen could provide. So make people show up in person, come and see it, come out. It's very rewarding. I would describe it with fractals and colors and all the sorts of the rainbow. It's rather overwhelming, but at the same time very calming. I call them chonkers.
Okay, that sounds very interesting. And when is that show again?
It's going to be April 26th. That's a Friday.
Okay. What do you guys have next for us?
This next one is a little heavier one of ours, rock and roll song called Set You Free.
Okay.
And we debuted it at Price Fest back in 2022.
All right.
Ready, boys?
velvet horn hanging from crosses, words of the emperor, drunk like a faucet, gifts of holy wine, robbed from the masses, high off bed credit nines, like flies to molasses, get the hell out and put the heaven in. 'Cause everybody takes their sugar. Go on, chase your honey, man. 'Cause that hate gonna get you. That love will set you free. Set you free. Enrolled in opulence, robbed of compassion, full of discontent, fluid and rations, monument to all your sins, savior of tomorrow. Here's to you, Mr. Kingpin. Climb down from your castle. Get the hell out, put the heaven in. Everybody takes their sugar. Go on, chase your honeybee. 'Cause that hate's gonna get you. That love will set you free. Set you free. Get it free. Even with all your money, you're still running. Without bees, there's no honey. It's all or nothing. Hell bells and a no. What you gonna choose? A bunker's no place to grow food. Plant your seeds and share your food. Takes their sugar. Go on, chase your honeybee. 'Cause that hate gonna get you. That love will set you free. Set you free.
Set,
We like that one.
oh yeah. Set You Free by Benedetto. They are here in the Red River Radio Studios. And why don't you go ahead and tell me the meaning behind that one?
Oh, this one's a little niche, but it's something me and Michael felt passionate about. There's this very specific flavor of affluenza where people feel like they need to build big, ridiculous doomsday bunkers that have swimming pools and bowling alleys. That song is for them.
Yeah. We are $29 away from our $4,200 or $42,000, excuse me, dollar goal for tonight. And, call in, make a donation of support, 1-800-552-8502, and bump it up to 35, and you can go home with a top Texas winery book or a family Cajun cookbook. And, for a $50 premium, you can get a Texas A to Z coloring book or our pair of 35th anniversary socks. We have a lot of cool incentives for your donation of support. All you have to do is make that contribution, 1-800-552-8502. And if I get really quiet, you can hear Michael painting. You can hear the brushes, and he's over there. I can't see what he's doing right now. I kind of see the silhouette through the light, but it looks really great. And Michael, he sits in on the band, and he sings backup vocals, and he sings a couple of verses, but he also sits there and he paints. And oh my goodness, he's showing the painting to the camera right now. If you're on our live stream, you can see that. Go to youtube.com and type in Red River Radio. And usually you would think that an artist would paint maybe like the same kind of thing if they're in the same building doing the same thing, but with Michael, it's different every single time, and it's more unique each time you see it. So call in, make that contribution of support. His painting will be available for a $500 donation. 1-800-552-8502. Go online, redriverradio.org, or make a contribution of support at our app, Red River Radio. Anthony, as the lead vocalist and songwriter, how does collaborating with your bandmates influence the creative process in Benedetto?
Oh my goodness. Well, you pick the people for your band, the vibe first, but how they play and what they bring to the band second. Going past the friendship part, of course, you can stay all day on that, but what it is that they bring individually as career artists is dedication and their own flavor of it. And what they pursue and how they better it when they're not at practice. Yeah. Simply put, yes, we have a practice, but that's not everything. And they do their homework, and I'll bring a song to the table, and they'll learn it. And that sounds simple, but that part of the collaborative process is so integral. Moving past that, as far as sound and as far as content creation goes, these guys, we're always on the same page, and so I guess what I would say is that it makes the performance that much better when we're all just agreeing. I feel like sometimes I feel like I doomed my band because I don't fight with my lead guitarist. We get along. He's one of my best friends. So
well, you guys sound like a well-oiled machine. So I think that's really important for a band to be successful. Eric, what's one aspect of Benedetto's music that you think sets it apart from other bands in the Shreveport music scene?
Excuse me. I would say that we draw a lot on, we like to rock out as we've shown and demonstrated here, but we also we like to get more into fanciful kind of things, which lends itself to my playing the upright, and I can get the bow out and do things that are more, I guess, kind of softer than a lot of other bands. I'm not real up on the music scene too much anymore, but mostly I remember just really loud things, and we can be loud too, and we like to have a good time and throw down, but also we can get into musical scenes that make me think of dancing through a forest, or just kind of more. I'm not even sure of the one of the terms that someone came up with to describe it was fantasy folk. And that's an aspect of the music that's fun to explore, and I haven't really heard much of from other bands around here. A lot of people just stick to the plain old, electric guitar, electric bass, drums kind of lineup, and we like to do things a little bit differently.
Yeah. Anthony, tell me about the word bossa disco funkadelic swing.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that is Phil. The definition to that word is Philip Taylor Cruz, and what he brings to the table as far as musical flavor. And I can't help but always get to dancing when that man picks up a guitar. So I guess that's the short answer.
Yeah. And let's see. I have so many questions for you guys.
Hit us with it.
Philip, could you share a bit about the creative dynamic within Benedetto when it comes to crafting songs and arrangements?
It's the other one. Is the other one?
No, it's this one.
Yeah.
Let's keep switching mics. Well, for the most part, Anthony shows up with the progressions and the lyrics and the ideas of the songs, and sometimes Michael does, and the rest of us kind of just fall in line. And I suppose that's why the band name is Benedetto.
And Jonathan, what excites you the most about the future of Benedetto, and where do you hope to see the band in future in the upcoming years?
Oh, well, first, I'd love to see some of our music on Spotify. That's been a goal that we've been trying to work towards. And I think we'll get there. That and honestly being able to play festivals and just get out of Shreveport a little bit. I mean, Shreveport's home, so I still love playing music here, but it'd be nice to explore the area, maybe get a little bit further out of just the Arklatex and maybe see what's on the West Coast. Who knows?
Yeah, okay. Benedetto in the Red River Radio Studios with us tonight, playing music until 10 p.m. So make your contribution of support now, 1-800-552-8502. And for our radio listeners, I believe Anthony is about to transition from his guitar to the grand piano that we have here in our studio. So before you go all the way over, why don't you let us know what the name of the song you'll be playing tonight?
This one is called Space Cowboy, but it has kind of a cinematic-y intro to it.
Okay. Can't wait to hear it.
was a boy making some noise, 'cause I'm her favorite. Don't run in and die. Alright. Don't run and die. Alright. Come on. Ain't no force gonna do me in. I believe on the wind. Gonna take this coat, ride my boat right on back to her. Don't run in and die. Alright. Running and die. Alright. Spread.
Benedetto in the Red River Radio Studios with us tonight. We are in our Spring Pledge Drive, and it's almost over. Our Spring Pledge Drive ends on Friday, March 15th. And, you know, you may have thought about making a contribution of support, but you got caught up listening to All Things Considered or Performance Today. Now is your chance to make it right. Make that contribution of support. 1-800-552-8502. And Red River Radio would like to thank Linda from Shreveport. And she says, does Benedetto play for private parties and events? If so, how can we get in touch?
Sorry, asking me something?
Oh, yes.
We're running plays back here. What song's next? My bad.
So we have a contribution from Linda from Shreveport, and she says, does Benedetto play for private parties and events? If so, how can we get in touch?
Well, thank you, Ms. Linda. We absolutely do. We play private parties. We can do a dialed back set, or we can do the full group, include Michael painting. Hit up benedettoband@gmail.com. That's BENEDETTO band@gmail.com.
We also have another contribution from Renee Watkins from Shreveport. And they love the music, the musicians, and Red River Radio. So thank you so much, Renee, for making that contribution of support. How has exposure on Red River Radio impacted Benedetto's reach and connection with audiences?
Oh my goodness. Well, we don't have music that's published yet. It's something we're working very hard at and making sure we're protected when we do it. But thanks to y'all, we have a pretty cool YouTube link we can send people. They can get to know everything about us because of the interview and because of, how we sounded. So that alone, that one interview we did with you worked for us, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As well as focusing and being able to watch back and say, oh, that's how we look,
Red River Radio would also like to thank Sandy Watkins from Keithville, Louisiana. And she says the band is doing great and she enjoys listening to you guys. So thank you so much, Sandy from Keithville. I'm actually from Keithville.
Wow.
So, that's about a 30-minute commute, maybe 25-minute commute from the station. So she's listening all the way out in that rural area. So
Much love.
thanks so much. Anthony, as a songwriter, do you draw any inspiration from any specific public radio programs or segments?
Oh my goodness. I wish I could say I had, more accessibility doing that. I don't have a vehicle at the moment, so I haven't had the pleasure of listening to live broadcasts.
Well,
no.
you can also download our app.
I better do that when I leave.
Yeah, and you can listen to Red River Radio on the go anywhere you want to.
Bet. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Everyone else download the app too. Don't be like me.
Let's see, Philip, do you believe public radio has a role in introducing listeners to new diverse music genres such as Benedetto's fancy folk, baroque, blues, swamp swing sound?
Yes, absolutely. Red River Radio gives great opportunities to lots of local bands to get their music out on the radio and listened to by potentially millions of people and beyond, because they post the live streams on YouTube, which we definitely need to get more people following and watching. So it is a great opportunity for people, especially here in Shreveport, and everybody to hear people from Shreveport.
Yeah, Benedetto in the Red River Radio studios with us. We're in our Spring Pledge Drive, and we want to hear from you. Be like Linda and Renee and Sandy and make that contribution of support. Our current total is $42,161. So let's push for $42,500. We can push $42,500 by the end of the night, which would be in about 32 minutes. So yeah,
Very good.
Call in 1-800-552-8502. You'll get in on our drawings that we have tomorrow, the rest of your life mattress bundle from Mattress Plus, and it's an exclusive offer. Comes with one latex mattress with 2 latex pillows, and then our cruise that we'll have a drawing for on Friday, and that's a Royal Caribbean cruise, 6 to 8 night stay, balcony level accommodations, and if you are a new donor or listener member, you will get a $200 stipend to spend along the ship for anything that you want. And if you don't like water, you don't like cruises, you can trade it all in for a land resort or land tour. And those are just some of the things that you get in on when you make that contribution of support, but you can't get it if you don't make the contribution. Red River Radio, we coin ourselves as the voice of the community, but there is no voice without the support of the community. So make that contribution of support, 1-800-552-8502. Guys, we have about 30 more minutes left.
Very good.
What's next on the list for us?
I'm adding one to the list real quick. This is when we didn't have the set list. I'm going to run I'm Sorry.
Okay.
A quick tune-up from Drop D.
lying here alone, staring at the wall. I check my phone in case you texted and resist a call. Everybody's telling me you'll be okay.
Hey man, you'll be alright.
Thanks, man. Anybody have something better they could say to me? Time for once a friend. If this ever ends, oh, I know I shouldn't, but I gotta say, oh well, I'm sorry.
Don't tell me that you're sorry, show me that you mean it.
Oh, I
Don't
miss you.
tell me that you're sorry, show me that you mean it.
Well, I'm sorry.
Don't tell me that you're sorry, show me that you
baby.
mean it. Don't
miss
tell me
you.
that you're sorry, show me that you mean it.
Here we are at it again. Few months between something and a friend. You fade away a little every day. Isn't there something sweeter you could say to me? Found myself again. Why is that a sin? Even though you're here, I gotta say, oh well, I'm sorry.
Tell me that you're sorry, show me that you mean it.
I miss you.
Tell me that you're sorry, show me that you mean it.
Oh well, I'm sorry.
Don't tell me that you're sorry, show me that you mean it.
I
Don't
miss
tell me
you.
that you're sorry, show me that you mean it.
Cause every time I've been alone, well, it's been a little easier than with you. Well, every time I've been alone, well, been a little easier than with you. Back at the bar and it's getting late. I wish you'd go home, but it's better this way. Now I can really see your face. How you went and ruined this place. Say some things to you to ensure we're through, and in the end, all I can say is that I'm sorry.
Tell me that you're sorry, show me that you mean it.
Don't
Tell me that you're sorry, show me that you mean it.
Oh well, I'm sorry.
Don't tell me that you're sorry, show me that you mean it. Don't tell me that you're sorry, show me that you mean it.
Don't tell me that you're sorry, show me that you mean it. Don't tell me that you're sorry, show me that you mean it. Don't tell me that you're sorry, show me that you mean it. Don't tell me that you're sorry, show me that you mean it. Oh, I miss you. Benedetto in the Red River Radio Studios with us tonight. They'll be here for a few more minutes, so call in and make your contribution of support now. 1-800-552-8502. And I'm gonna read off some of the comments from our live stream, guys. Sounds well balanced and clear and good. Okay, Mr. Benedetto, nice one. We have Anthony may have forgotten his shoes. I don't know.
We have
You see all the, there's a lot of cables that my size 15s might hurt, okay? So I took them off.
we have to me the Benedetto sound carries a bucket full of Grateful Dead.
Oh, wow.
We have nice bass line and effects. Sounds great. Someone said, I love to see Michael's pieces that he live paints with the group. Did they show anywhere?
Oh, wow.
That's a good question.
That's a great question.
We should ask the galleries.
Oh. And then
We got a great amount of them. We have a whole exhibition worth. That's what I'm saying.
There we go. Hint, hint.
hint, hint.
Wink, wink.
And then the last one says, Michael turned his canvas towards the camera so that the YouTube viewers can see the work in real time. So let's see. Looks really good to me. Actually, I need you to turn your light off because it's just shining. Is your painting glued to the, or not glued, but is it stapled to the easel, or can you come and show it a little closer? So here we are. We have Michael and his painting. That's what it looks like so far. And I think while you guys are playing your next song, I'll go grab the other painting and we can do a little comparison.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, and maybe we can have a $1,000 donation.
Oh, my goodness.
And that'd be just great. 2/3 of our support comes from listeners like you. About $533,000 goes towards our direct programming costs. So your support goes mostly to keep the programming that you love on the air. And one of my favorite incentives during our pledge drives is the local talent that we get to bring in and have. So if you're enjoying this music just like me, make that call, 1-800-552-8502. Guys, what do you have next for us?
We have this one. It's a little jam that we do. We call it Mr. Tompkins.
Okay.
It's one of Michael's.
Up high, down low, Mr. Tompkins, where'd you go? Mr. Tompkins, I need to know. Where'd you go? Mr. Tompkins, where'd you go? Now the land's gone, covered in snow. Oh, the kids have left the wardrobe, and the lions left on that table of stone. Mr. Tompkins, in the thousand years, Mr. Tompkins, have some furry ears, Mr. Tompkins, where did you go, Mr. Tompkins?
ride a train out the country, stay with that. Oh man, make me the king and queen of this land. But as long as Mr. Tompkins here, we got to Mr. Tompkins lived 1,000 years. Mr. Tompkins don't bury it. Mr. Tompkins really turns again. Oh no. Goodbye. So no. Goodbye. Too slow. Mr. Tompkins, where did you go? Mr. Tompkins, the world's filled with snow. Mr. Tompkins, you live 1,000 years. Can you hear me with those furry ears?
Benedetto in the Red River Radio studios with us tonight for about 17 more minutes. So make a contribution of support if you love the music that you're listening to. 1-800-552-8502 or go online, redriverradio.org, or make your contribution on our app, Red River Radio. I keep wanting to say redriverradio.org, but that's just, I have it engraved in my brain, you know?
Yeah.
Red River Radio has become a part of my life.
Oh my goodness.
In these 2 years that I've come into here, into Red River Radio. So, you know, I started out and I wanted to work for NPR. I still do. I want to work for our Tiny Desk concerts, or the Tiny Desk concerts in Washington, D.C. at the headquarters.
Wow.
But I applied right after college, and I got no response back because you need at least 10 years of experience. But, you know, I'm lucky for our general manager here, Kermit Poling, and Renee Moran for, you know, giving me a chance. So, you know, and I've loved public radio and Red River Radio ever since. So I'm grateful for that.
Well, we're
And-
grateful for you.
Yeah. Well, thank you. And I'm grateful for you guys too. You know, the music scene in Shreveport, it may seem large, but you know, a lot of people are in different bands. Like I know how you guys, or a few of you guys, are also a part of Manifest, which isn't really a band, but more so of a collective of people. And I actually, if it's all right, I'd like to bring Manifest in with the Benedetto, because you know you are the founder or co-founder for both of those things. So you know, how do you keep up with everything?
Well, number one thing is good correspondence with everybody. Number two thing is healthy boundaries. I wouldn't have anything without Benedetto. It's where all started for me. Manifest is cool. It's a lot of fun, but you know, these guys were here with me when I was teaching myself, and it was a lot different of a story than when Manifest started. But the cool thing about Manifest in comparison to Benedetto is that Manifest is what people want to make of it. And when people come to me and they say, well, I'm looking for this, I'm looking for that, my first answer is like, well, if you need a drummer, I know this guy. You need a guitarist, I know this guy. But, Manifest has plenty of other gigs where it's not me and my crew. But creatively speaking, how I keep them separate is following the inspiration. It naturally deviates. The filaments of inspiration that we have in Benedetto isn't opposed or isn't the opposite of Manifest, but we're going in a direction that Manifest very much isn't. So if I just sit back and make sure we have the healthy correspondence, we have healthy boundaries as far as creative IPs go,
Yeah.
It's it. It's Manifest kind of runs itself.
Yeah. Let's get Philip. Let's see. Do you think that public radio plays a role in fostering a sense of community among musicians and music enthusiasts in Shreveport and beyond?
Yeah, absolutely. I know plenty of people who listen to Red River Radio and listen to NPR and 89.9 and all that. And I always liked radio because people who listen at similar times have something to talk about. In the day of streaming, not all of us are digesting content at the same time anymore, and radio is very much that. If you're listening at the same time as many other people. And so I do think it brings people together, certainly.
Jonathan, from a producer's perspective, how does public radio, or how do you think public radio supports the impact of production and distribution of Benedetto's music?
Ooh, that's a tricky question. Let's see. I'm not sure if I have an answer for that. Let's see. I guess... So there's a lot that goes into, public radio. There's a lot of technology as far as, if you look around at all the cables on the floor right now, there's a lot that goes into getting things up and running and making things audible in a clear, concise way. So I think just knowing that people have paved the way and shown that there's right and wrong ways to do things, and public radio being, one avenue of those skill sets being kind of refined, that translates into what we can do.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna ask the next one to Anthony. It's a little easy. I think it may be cheating. It may be unfair for Jonathan. How can fans of Benedetto support public radio initiatives in their communities to ensure continued support for local music and arts programming?
Go download that Red River Radio app right now. That's for dang sure. Second of all, tune in. And if you have a part of your day where you usually listen to things, maybe work in a routinely part of your day to listen to this here great station that we're on right now.
Yeah.
That would be my answer. Work it into your routine. That's what I'm going to do when I go home.
Yeah. Red River Radio, we have news, blues, we have jazz, classical music, and everything in between. So Red River Radio is really just a one-stop shop. So if you want to help us support that, help keep the security of Red River Radio here for years to come, and make that contribution of support, 1-800-552-8502. Guys, you have about 9 more minutes.
Very good.
So what's the last song for us? Or, if you may get done earlier, we can maybe fit in too.
Oh, cool. Well, this one's called Louisiana Bluesiana. It's just a good time, good old bluesy time that me and Michael sing on together.
Okay, can't wait to hear it.
Louisiana alligator pie. Moving, I'm a grooving, don't ask me why. Coming in the granny and to find up a dime. Rock a chicken baby, she goes to the sky. I pour $100 at the hoedown. Louisiana baby's about to the blue now. Don't need no money cause you got the tune, yeah. Come on, y'all. Steamy weenie, sweater beanie, I last cool. Skinny dimmy, dippy, benny, couldn't dig a boo. Scabby, dabby, took an alligator shoe. Got into an accident going Gaio. Louisiana alligator pie. Moving, I'm a grooving, don't ask me why. Green banana granny and a pineapple time. Crawford took a baby, she goes to the sky. Grab you a honey down at the hoedown. Louisiana baby's about to the moon now. Don't need no coffee, cause you got a tune, yeah. Running again. No more bad jazz, only good blues. No more bad jazz, only good blues. In the alligator pie, moving, I'm a grooving, don't ask me why. Ribbon and the granny and the pineapple dime. Drop it, took a baby, she goes to the sky. If you want it down at the hoedown, Louisiana baby's about to the blue now. Don't need no money, cause you got the tune, yeah. One more time. No more bad hoedown, Louisiana baby's about to the blue now. Don't need no money, cause you got the tune, yeah. Only good go down, only good blue now. Don't need no money, cause you got the tune, yeah. Only good blue. In the alligator pie, moving, I'm a grooving, don't ask me why. Come on, dreaming in the granny and the pineapple time. Grabbing like a baby, she goes to the sky. No more, oh baby.
Benedetto in the Red River Radio Studios with us tonight. They have been playing since 8, and you guys have been amazing. Thank you so much for coming on tonight and helping us raise some money.
We love coming here.
That was so much fun.
Yeah. And Red River Radio would like to thank Carolyn Gardner from Minden, Louisiana. Thank you so much for making a contribution of support. And finally, to everyone, anybody can answer, how can listeners support the band and stay updated on upcoming shows and releases?
Follow Benedetto_band on Instagram, and stay tuned as we start announcing some excellent gigs rolling out this year.
Okay.
We're getting back to it.
Well, thank you guys so much. It has been a pleasure, and hopefully I'll get to see you back the next Pledge Drive.
We'd be honored. Thank you so much.
You're listening to your local public radio station, member-supported and commercial-free, Red River Radio, a public media service of LSU in Shreveport at 89.9 FM. This is KDAQ, Shreveport, Bossier City, 90.7 FM, KLSA, Alexandria, Pineville, 90.9 FM, KBSA, El Dorado, Camden, Magnolia, 88.9 FM, KLDN, Lufkin, Nacogdoches, and 100.7 FM, KTYK, Overton, Tyler, Kilgore. Again, we are in our spring pledge drive. We have 2 more days left. Our phone polls are now closed, but you can always still make that contribution of support online at redriverradio.org or download our app from any app store, Red River Radio, and make your contribution of support there. And when you do that, you'll get in on our drawings. We have one tomorrow for Mattress Plus, and then we have another one on Friday for a cruise, or if you want to trade that in for a land tour, you can do that as well. But all that matters is that you make that contribution of support today. 1-800-552, not 1-800. Our phone polls open tomorrow at 7 a.m., but you can make your donation of support online, redriverradio.org. Up next, Jazz Out with Andy B.